You see all the time guys who want to get bigger and bigger and bigger and more jacked and more jacked and more jacked, and they think it'll make an absolute difference on their life. And I'm not talking about guys who are really skinny and then of course they build a bit of muscle and get bigger. I'm talking like guys around my point in time where they've been training for a little while, they look good, they're bigger than most people, they're leaner than most people, but they still want to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they're quite insecure about themselves. My question to that is, why do you want to get bigger? Why? And I'm not saying don't strive to get better, but what I'm saying is, why do you always want to get bigger? Is it an insecurity thing? Is it a thing to seem more intimidating so people don't fuck with you? If that's the case, why didn't you start training a martial art? Why didn't you start training kickboxing, boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu? Martial arts, man. Why didn't you start training some martial arts like I used to do? Then you didn't have that fear as much of people beating you up and you not being intimidating to people, because if something happens, of course you didn't want anything to happen. You know what you're doing a little bit, so you should be theoretically all right. I find it crazy how people just think getting bigger and bigger and bigger will change their life, and they think that people will be more intimidated and wouldn't want to fight them just because of shit like that. I just find it crazy how people just want to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and they actually sacrifice their quality of life to just get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. How they feel, they bulk and bulk and bulk and bulk and bulk and bulk, and they feel like shit and they feel terrible for like a few pounds of muscle gain. And it's like, what's the point? You could have done so many different things. And there's a certain point when you build enough muscle and you're lean enough where you gotta be happy in yourself, and you gotta look in the mirror and be proud of yourself, because the chances are them same people are gonna bulk up again, cut down, and then they're not gonna be happy again, and then they're gonna do it again because they need a little bit more muscle, and they ain't got less amount of muscle. And it's like, what's the point? What's the point? At a certain point, you're just absolutely wasting your time, and you're putting yourself through discomfort that doesn't need to be there. Being lean, having a muscular physique is where you're gonna truly be grateful and happy in yourself. You don't need to keep getting bigger. If you're afraid and insecure of people doing stuff to you, or you're quite subconscious and you're afraid of people looking at you or wanting to do something to you, train a martial art, and you'll be all right.